The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
It's time to BS.
Just vibing, Jack. Just straight vibing, you know what I'm saying? It's 2025, man. Just vibing, you know what I'm saying? We're just vibing, you know?
We just vibing.
Raise the roof, bitch! Yes, breaking news! It's 2025, motherfuckers! New Year, same stupidity.
Same shit.
Same shit, different toilet, as they say. Shit. Jack, how you doing, man?
Doing great. Great.
You chilling?
I'm chilling.
Oh, that's it. You got your Wendy's on you?
I did. I had one burger. I'm going to save the other one for later.
We do this shit for fun, people. We do it for fun.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah, we do. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you live from the beaches of Long Island, New York, in the Department of Bullshit. I am Staniel Smooth. That is Jack. He's coming to you from the sunny state of California and the U Stadium app network, whatever the fuck, sports desk. I don't give a shit, but whatever. He's here. We're doing shit. We're doing stuff. Just vibing. You know? Just vibing. I feel
like that song, like your little intro song, should keep playing a little bit into like the start of the show. It's a vibe.
So I can tell you who made that. So I went to high school with a couple buddies of mine who are music producers. And one of them, Ryan Bones, as just Little Bones as we call him, he made the beat. But I give credit to a former guest of BS Sessions, Big Merce. He sent me the beat. And then using my creative genius, whatever the fuck you want to call it, creative stupidity, I made the intro actual beat. I got the voiceover and shit, blah, blah, blah. And then here we are.
Here we are.
It's a vibe. And the little gem sound that you hear, that's from Spyro. No?
I don't remember a gem sound.
It sounded like a crystal-ish sound. You've never played Spyro, have you?
No, I haven't.
Damn it!
I don't listen for like sound effects and stuff.
Damn it! Oh man, you know what that makes me, Jack?
Nerd. You say
Spyro,
that like I'm not a nerd. It's fine.
You are, and listen. We both embrace we embrace our nerdness, and that's fine.
Our inner nerdliness.
We nerd. I've had so much iced coffee today, it's ridiculous. Anyway. Oh my god. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's just chewed on an ice cube. That's just fucking phenomenal. Blech. My coffee addiction's weird. I have coffee with creamer when it's hot, but I have black coffee when it's iced. I am a psychopath, Jack.
Yeah, you are. I
am a psycho. And it's been determined that the Department of BS takes no prisoners.
Indeed.
But Jack, what's been new, dude? It's 2 days into 2025 and you already want to strangle someone.
Yeah, we had just issues with stuff today. I don't know, just little things. Yeah.
It'll be
trying
like
to do like a Costco return and then couldn't find a replacement for what I was returning, and then Wendy's forgot my burgers, so that's fun.
And Wendy's usually spot on. It's weird. It's like out of all the fast food like departments, like Wendy's and Sonic, amazingly has been spot on. You ever had Sonic yet?
I have once. I had their hot dogs, and it was the best hot dog I've ever had.
Oh, who do you think has the best hot dogs? Like aside from Sonic, I will debate and say Costco or Nathan's.
Probably. I feel like I've
Nathan's-
gotten a lot of good ones at like the Oscar Mayer ones.
And we're talking like not the ones
Oh,
that
like
you
just-
cook in the like just like hey
Yeah,
you go
just
to
like
like
straight up,
Nathan's
like-
or some shit or the fuck. Do you remember who the fuck was it?
I don't know. I don't
think
really.
Burger King had a hot dog for a while.
I don't know. I don't really like order hot dogs like that. I kind of just
Really?
get the ones that you make at home.
You don't get a hot dog at like Dodger Stadium?
Yeah, I do get Dodger dogs, but they're not really the same because they're not made by Farmer John's anymore. They're still good. I still like them, but they're not made at Farmer John's. So
Oh, well,
the Farmer John's Dodger dogs were like that. That was the standard.
yeah. The Citi Field over in Queens, where the Mets play, they have a sausage and They have like a big sausage and peppers on a bun. It's fucking phenomenal because they cook it for you like on site, and they say, "Oh, what do you want with it?" Blah blah blah. It's like, "Oh, I want peppers and onions, and I want a little honey mustard and a little mayo on there," and they cook it for you on fucking site. It is delightful. It is so delightful. Someone, I think it was my cousin who said, like, yeah, hot dog technically counts as a sandwich because it's an open-faced sandwich, and I want to strangle this man.
Nope.
No, it does not. It does not count. It doesn't count as a sandwich. We're not going down this rabbit hole.
That whole debate. Here's my take on that whole debate. If it's on a bun, it's not a sandwich.
Good man.
Like it has to be bread.
Okay.
Even if it's like folded over, like I've had at Subway before. I get like flatbread at Subway, and
Yeah.
it's like one piece that's like folded over, kind of like taco style, but it's still
Fast
bread,
food-
so it's still
What
a
is-
sandwich.
What fast food joint? Burger King hot dogs. Burger King hot dogs. Yeah, they had hot dogs. No,
I feel like people
shit.
are in like the same amount of disbelief when I tell them that I get burgers from Del Taco. People are like, "Oh my god, Del Taco has burger." I'm like, "Yeah, they do, and they're
Yeah.
fucking good."
Yeah, but like just the same shit as like Taco Bell has Mexican pizza, but that shit's delightful. You ever had the urge to go get Taco Bell at 2 a.m?
No,
You've
There's
never
not
had
one-
that urge?
there's not one that near me.
There's no Taco Bell.
Although I
near
will
you.
say this.
I am stunned by this discovery.
No, listen.
Okay,
There are.
okay.
It's not like completely abnormal for people in the family to want to get fast food that late, like
Yeah.
on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whatever. It was like past midnight, and somebody was door dashing Taco Bell. So
I love it. I fucking love it.
the family definitely has the urge. I do too. I'm not
Oh,
going to speak for everybody,
yeah. No,
but
hear
I
you with that
also
part.
like really enjoy. What's it called? Just ordering fat. Like if I want to get like a burger at night or something like that. I'm
No,
fine with
it's
that.
so good. By the way, Burger King stopped making the grilled dogs in early 2016. They were available for only 6 months. Wow. I was right. They did make hot dogs for a little while. No shit. Powers of Google, ladies and gentlemen. I always think I grew up away from fast food burgers for a while, but like if Sonic's on the menu, I'm like, all right, let's go to Sonic. I fucking love that place. But to me, a good diner here in like I don't think have you experienced like a Northeast diner yet, or you've never been out here like yet, right?
No,
So
not that I can remember.
over here in the Northeast, particularly like from Jersey to I want to say Connecticut, Jersey, New York, Long Island, Connecticut. This particular area is well known for their diners, and here on the island, if you go to a really good diner and they have a cheeseburger, you're almost guaranteed to fucking get it because that shit's so good. Because the way they cook it, and if you get like a bacon cheeseburger deluxe, it comes with like waffle fries. It's like, oh, yes. I love how we're just doing this for the last 10 minutes of just talking fast food. It's great.
I know, right? We're just sitting here yapping about fast food.
I have no problem with it. Listen, I'm going to clip this. I don't give a shit. I'm still going to do it.
Good. You should clip it.
I should clip it. Just
end the clip with this little bit. Wendy's. You guys like to roast McDonald's all the time, but at least McDonald's doesn't forget my burgers.
Oh, come on. Come on, Jack.
The perfect record is over, dude. It's been ruined.
Really?
Yes.
I like Wendy's. I
don't hate Wendy's. I'm not.
No,
I just ate it. I'm not freaking. I'm not comparing one to the other necessarily. I'm just mad at them for this one instance.
You ever had Five Guys?
Can't remember.
You've never. Okay, so Five Guys. When I was down in Tampa for my grandmother's funeral a couple years ago, my uncle and my dad bought the entire family Five Guys. It was like shakes. It was like, I forget what the fuck it was, like 16 orders of burgers, 16 orders of fries, and 16 shakes, and like bags of peanuts. It was fantastic. And we just went to town on Five Guys at 10 o'clock at night in the middle of Tampa. It was awesome. Like suburban Tampa, Florida. But Five Guys also has like gallon bags of fries.
Oh my god.
For like $4. It was awesome.
That sounds like such a Five Guys thing.
Oh, it's so fantastic. I'll joke with Megan, my fiance, here and there. Be like, hey, do you want to get Five Guys? The burger, not what you're going to be thinking of. Yes, I'm playing the sound. Hold on.
Oh my god.
It was incoming. I love how the soundboard works for you on here, but it doesn't work for me on here. What the fuck, StreamYard? Oh, we have a comment. Five Guys is the burger's superior, and their fries baked. Is this a debate we're going to get into?
Oh my god.
Is
the
this
fry debate?
Ryan? Ryan? How dare you do this to us?
We gotta move on quick.
No, I'm willing to die on this rabbit hole and say Sonic has the superior burger. Out of like all the fast food chains. Also, In-N-Out. I will say In-N-Out's really
In-N-Out's good, yeah.
In-N-Out's good. In-N-Out's really good.
In-N-Out's not my first choice, but it's better than Whataburger.
No, I hear you. The water, I never had Whataburger yet. Is it bad?
I actually don't know.
What the fuck? Why would you say that?
I just like dissing Texas, let's be honest.
No, Texas barbecue, however, is really good.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, I hear good things about it.
It's so good. Oh, there's this little town here on Long Island called Huntington, and there's this restaurant called Old Fields, which is Texas barbecue, and you get like a rack of ribs, brisket, blah blah blah, the mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, and stuff like that, and it's expensive as fuck. It's like $25 for this fucking tray, and cornbread as well. It's so good. It's something about. Oh, I want to get street tacos now. Damn it. Do you get street tacos by you? I'm sure you're in California, dude. You have to have good street tacos. Or is
I don't know anywhere near near me, at least, where there are some. There could be some somewhere. I don't know.
Go on Yelp or some shit. I'm sure.
Listen, a lot of the stuff that I eat is homemade, so
I respect that. That. So
not all of it, but a good chunk. So
I made chili one time, and it was
Ooh.
It was rice. It was like white rice, maple sugar and bacon, baked beans, a little bit of burger meat, and chicken sausage. Surprisingly,
chicken sausage.
Yes, surprisingly really good. Because especially if you season it right, it fills you up so good. And I recommend it. I recommend it to anyone that is listening. Get yourself a big old pot. You roast the chicken sausage in the pan, a little bit of oil. Then you get your beans in there. You throw your sauce. You throw your ground beef in there. Blah blah blah. Your cooked ground beef, obviously. Throw in your various seasonings, and then you throw the rice on top, and then you just mix it all up, and it's fucking phenomenal. Because then the juices and the juices from the ground beef and the beans get absorbed into the rice, and it's fucking phenomenal. So. Also, Ryan says, I haven't had Whataburger, In-N-Out, or Jack in the Box. Shake Shack is mid. Yes.
Breakfast Jacks are very good from Jack in the Box. I like Breakfast Jacks.
You ever had the breakfast baconator?
No. I want to
It's
try
good.
the Baconator.
It's
I
you never
wonder
had
if they're
Baconator?
still. I
Oh
wonder
my
if they're
God.
still making like the pretzel bun one.
Yes, they are. They are. They're still
I
making
need.
it.
I want to try that at some point.
Go back to Wendy's, asshole.
Go back to Wendy's.
End the show now. Go back to Wendy's. We'll pause later. This is our normal routine, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do.
That it
We'll
is.
talk stupidity. We'll talk our nonsense, and it's a blast. It does, because it's just
We're 16 minutes in and we haven't said a word about sports ball.
New York, California, two different entities just talking about food. It's fucking great. Taco Bell needs to bring back the quesarito like tomorrow. Oh, so good. The grilled cheese burrito is nice though. Anyway. Jack, happy 2025. I love this stupid program. This is the reason. This is one of the many reasons I keep doing this shit. This is fun. This is fun.
It is. It really
Whenever
is.
we have a bland show, you feel it. It's like, oh,
It
was
hasn't
so
felt
bland.
bland yet.
it hasn't felt bland yet. But we did Ryan can attest to this. We did so I do a hockey podcast with Ryan over in his program, the Three Rows Metro Hockey Podcast, and one of the episodes, I think it was the last episodes we did, was random goaltending generator, and it was just me, Ryan, and this other guy, Brian Germano. We're just naming random goaltenders off the top of our fucking heads. It's just, I think this went over an hour and a half of us naming random goaltenders. It was fucking phenomenal. I think you'd have fun with that. I think you'd have fun with just naming random goaltenders.
Naming
or
random goalies.
Random quarterbacks. This would be fun. Jay Feedley. Or Nick Folk. Or Nick Foles.
Nick
Damn
Folk.
it. Damn it.
He's a kicker.
Random kickers. What would be more fun? Random quarterbacks or random kickers?
Random quarterbacks and or kickers.
Random quarterbacks and or kickers. That's a great idea. We'll do that next week. God damn it. Oh, I love this program. I love this show. Jack. Oh God. Give me a second. You go ramble while I catch my breath. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm a ramble. I wore the shirt on purpose.
For God's sakes. Fucking twig looking ass. And his twig ass shirt.
Right.
Charlie Whitehurst. Fuck. Anyway, yes, the Rams won the NFC West because Atlanta can't do anything right.
I wouldn't say that. Well, okay, to an extent,
Raheem
sure.
Morris can't coach the same.
Here's the
Let me
deal.
rephrase. Raheem Morris is a decent coach. The Falcons are building something fine with Michael Penix. Penix.
I'm gonna let that one slide.
Damn it!
You said the word, so
Big Penix energy. I fucking hate how your soundboard works, but I have to use these stupid video clips. God fucking Ryan. God, are you ready for this comment? Are you ready for this?
I don't know if I am.
Read it. Read it.
I did.
Read it out loud.
No.
His Penix looks left, from what I hear.
Oh, this show has gone off the rails.
I love it. I love
What are
this
we doing
program
here?
so much. It is
What
my,
are we
it is
doing
my
here?
baby. It is my child. It is my child of death. It is the Antichrist. Anyway.
The
Oh,
Rams.
oh God.
God, they They won the NFC West.
Keep going.
This was a week where a few things had to go right for them to win the NFC West because the Seahawks beat the Bears in the worst Thursday night game of the season.
Hockey score.
Baseball score.
Hockey score.
No, it was a literal baseball score. Like somebody brought up that like there was a game between the Mariners and I don't remember if it was the Cubs or the White Sox, but there was like
Ryan,
a 6-3 game.
God fucking damn it, Ryan. Ryan gets the show. So proud of him. I'm so proud of him. I'd like to talk about your Phoenix mightier. Fuck me. No. Fuck me. Damn it. What have we created?
What have you created? You said that this was yours.
This is true. Killed me. Oh, yes, the Rams won the NFC West via bullshit strength scheduling.
Strength of victory qualifier was what made it in for them because they beat Arizona barely. And then the other teams like they needed like a certain amount of games to go their way. Like there were 6 teams, and of those 6 teams they needed 4 wins, and they got 4 wins. And a few of them went down to the wire. Then one of those was the Bengals game on Saturday. That was close.
Yeah.
And then they needed the Commanders game. The other 2, which I thought were gimmies, were the Bills beating the Jets and the Vikings beating the Packers.
Josh Allen for MVP.
Yeah, indeed.
Sorry, Splash, but
Lamar is making a case.
No, I'm sorry. Josh Allen's doing more with less. He's doing way more with significantly less.
I was gonna say it's still Josh Allen. I still think Lamar is making a case though.
If Lamar wins it's not going to be unanimous. Let's be real. No. Josh Allen's not going to win the MVP via unanimous votes, but Lamar Jackson's more exciting, respectfully so, and because again it's Lamar Jackson, but whatever. But Josh Allen for MVP, the church shall reign supreme.
Anyway,
yes, the NFC West.
The tribe reigns supreme in the NFC West this year. It's honestly impressive. Like it really, really is because they start the year 1-4. They're injured left and right. Nobody's giving them a chance to do anything, and they win the division with a week to spare. That's pretty impressive. And not every player is really performing up to their par.
You're welcome.
I mean,
the Seahawks lost to Minnesota did help you.
You guys losing to the Giants helped us.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Also,
I don't trust Geno for the Seahawks, to be honest, but we can get into that debate later.
We'll get to that later.
But yeah, I think the Rams, because I know you also wanted me to talk about like their playoff expectations or something like that.
Yeah, so what the NFC for the most part is very because the Rams currently have the 3 seed. Okay.
Right now, yes, the 3 seed.
Right now, yes. You're probably going to play Minnesota, right? Or Washington round 1.
What's going to happen is since the division has already been clinched, the Rams and Seahawks this weekend play against each other in a game with virtually no stakes.
Correct.
If the Rams win, or if I think a certain other result goes onto their way, they hold on to the 3 seed, and they're more likely to play, I think, either Green Bay or Minnesota.
You want to avoid the Vikings?
No.
Really?
I think we can take the Vikings again.
Okay, so
the team that I really actually want to avoid is Washington.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels scares me.
Yeah, he does.
Terry
He would scare me
McLaurin
too.
is the secondary, unless Akella Witherspoon is one-on-one with Terry the whole entire game. Terry scares me.
Scary Terry on
Terry
on
scares
any
me.
other team is the best. If Terry McLaurin, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because the second one of us says it, it's going to happen. Bullshit Chiefs. Anyway.
Oh my God, you said it.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I coughed it, but that's okay. Yes, I think you want to avoid Green Bay.
I think we can also take Green Bay, to be honest with you. I sound a little overconfident when saying that, but
You do.
I think the last time we played Green Bay, I think it was a fluke because everybody was hurt.
Green Bay?
Green Bay.
Words.
Yep.
Yep. I was gonna play the other one, South Park, but I'm being respectful here.
Thank you. But yeah, no, I think the Rams can take the Packers in a rematch. I feel like we were just too banged up last time, so that's what led to that. But
we shall ultimately see because it is any given Sunday.
It is any given Sunday, and I think that the Rams are capable of winning a game in the wild card at SoFi. I don't think they're capable of beating a team like the Eagles.
You're not beating Philadelphia. Philadelphia would scare the crap out of me.
They already beat us. They already beat the shit out of us once this year. I don't think we've really made any.
On the road, by the way.
Didn't really feel like a road game.
Yeah.
It sucks to say, but
shame on you, Rams fans. Except
they show up for every other fan base.
Weird.
Whenever the Rams, people always push this narrative, but whenever the Rams have a home game against a team that isn't like a top 5 traveling fan base, I don't know why you're shaking your head like that. I'm being serious.
I just got Pumpkin Hill in my head. Continue.
Yeah, but whenever the other team doesn't have like a really strong traveling fan base, they do well. There are Rams fans in the building.
Oh yeah, they do.
I feel like they even managed to kind of outnumber Buffalo a little bit, and Buffalo has a good fan base.
Buffalo travels.
They do travel, and I think they still got outnumbered by Rams fans when we played them at SoFi.
Raider Nation travels also. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, there are Raiders fans that are just here though.
Everywhere, just fucking everywhere.
They don't show up to their home games though. Their stadium also always gets
weird,
overtaken like crazy. Every time I see a Raiders home game against Pittsburgh, the crowd's really yellow. All the yellow stands out.
Yeah, weirdly enough, Steeler Nation is everywhere.
Top traveling fan base. That's one of them.
Ryan agrees and says SoFi Stadium is basically MetLife Stadium.
MetLife West is an interesting comparison.
Okay, you settle down.
For once, ours looks prettier. For two,
that's true. Ryan? Would you agree that MetLife Stadium looks like an air conditioner? Was it you who said that?
That was.
I think it was
I think
you or
Nick
me.
said that, and I stole it from him, but I agree.
Oh yeah,
It looks like a giant HVAC unit. But yeah, no, Rams fans show up more than people realize. It's just that like every time, it's bound to happen where every time one of those huge fan bases comes into town, there's not really a whole lot you can do in a city that hasn't had football for 22 years. But you walking around LA and stuff like that, I definitely get the sense that the fan base is growing again. It's going to take a little bit more time, but it's inevitable that the city is going to have a lot of Rams fans at some point too.
Correct,
it's just tough when you have 2 decades with no team. But things will change.
Yeah, that doesn't help. So
the situation is improving.
Yeah, it is improving.
They'll get good attendance for a playoff game. I'm sure of it.
What didn't help is the from 2004 to 2016. That didn't help your case, but when McVay eventually did get there, that did help. When the Rams started to win,
that's another thing too. Is they came to LA and then they had and then they got off to like a 4-9 start. And I think that's when the management and ownership kind of realized, you know what? People in LA, maybe they're happy about having a team right now, but in the future, if the Rams don't start winning football games, People aren't going to give a shit.
The best
People aren't going
decision,
to show up.
the best decision you made in franchise history at that point was firing Jeff Fisher and hiring Sean McVay.
Absolutely.
One of the best.
What a
decisions
home
in
run
franchise
hire.
history.
Like everyone was skeptical at the time too, because he's so young. And it's like, how can a guy that young have that much experience and be able to coach a team? And then the Rams go from the worst ranked offense in the league to the first place offense in the league.
To the second coming of the greatest show on turf. Essentially.
Literally no team has ever done that before in league history.
Yep.
Where they have the 32 offense one year and then the following year the number 1 offense.
It's happened it's happened on defense. It's happened before, to my knowledge, because Seattle went from 32nd last year to top 10 this year. So they're up and coming, but we'll definitely see. Speaking of Seattle, Hawks missed the playoffs courtesy of the Rams winning the NFC West, which in
Strength of victory
bullshit, strength of victory nonsense, strength of schedule, blah blah blah. Yeah, we went over that before, but I texted you this earlier in the week, and I said, despite what what a majority of the fan base is feeling, which is frustration, agony, Mike McDonald isn't the guy, fire Ryan Grubb, cut Geno Smith, fire John Schneider, I'm not mad. You know why I am not mad? Because the future is bright. Granted, a majority of Seahawks fans that were born in like 95 or a little later had to went through Mike Holmgren for 15 years. Or that was not even, that's like 12 years. And then Pete Carroll for 14. We don't talk about Jim Mora. We don't talk about Bruno. But anyway, so I understand the Hawks fan base is spoiled to a point. Granted, you've been through 3 Super Bowls since 2005, winning a championship and, fuck the Patriots. But anyway, my expectations for this team are through the fucking roof for this offseason. I can't remember I think it was the offseason when they won the Super Bowl. I was so fucking excited for the future that I thought Dynasty was incoming. And then, the Patriots happened. For the first time since 2014, I can genuinely say I'm pumped as shit for the future of this organization. Absolutely excited. What happened to get them to this point? A lot of people, including our friends USA Today, and, what did you Stadium predict the Seahawks to finish as?
I don't know. I don't know if we did division predictions or like record predictions or something like that.
But USA Today predicted the Seahawks to finish 5-12. Fuck you, USA Today.
USA Today is dumb. I never take any of their
dumb.
predictions seriously.
They are dumb.
Mind you that this is a company, media, whatever. They predicted the Chargers to win a Super Bowl. I think in like 2019.
With who the fuck was their head coach again at that point? Anthony Lynn at that point?
And I don't know if it was Lynn or if it was it was probably Anthony Lynn.
Someone, but
Brandon Staley got hired in 2020, I think, or 2021.
Probably. But I don't know. I can't blame anyone or anything specifically. I can sort of blame the offensive line, but at the same point, it's a rookie head coach. Lower the expectations. I'm going to use you as an example. You're not going to have Sean McVay year 1 and go win the NFC West and then the following year go to a Super Bowl. It takes time. It takes a lot of time to really win.
It's hard for me to speak from experience here because my experience was on an anomaly, to be honest. Like
quick.
The that's how rare and like how much of a home run hire Sean McVay was. Like you're not gonna see that ever happen that often where you find your guy, you hire a head coach, and the turnaround is just instant.
Yes.
Like
instant. But it takes time, Hawks fans. It takes time. So I talked about this in Seahawks sessions last week. Patience is key. Patience is key. But the whole discussion of, hey, is Geno Smith the guy, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't believe the rumors of Seattle wanting to trade for JJ McCarthy. That's just me. But
if you read that from the NFL Rooms account or whatever, it's bullshit.
yes, correct. But you could. The Giants loss had a lot to do with this. The Rams loss in overtime had a bit to do with this. But at the same point, it was the offense went from, okay, this is a really good unit last year, to what the fuck happened. And they got good players all around on the team. So again, my expectations for the team going forward are still through the roof. So that's just where I am at this point. But yeah.
I'm going to say I think that it's time to at least look at the quarterback position. I feel like Geno is a bit streaky sometimes. Like, he'll have like a good run or like a good play every now, or a good stretch of plays every here now and then. But I don't think he's the long-term answer. I don't think you can look at his body of work over the last year or so and be like, oh yeah, that's the guy. Like, that's just
you're
not
right.
happen.
So, which is where the JJ McCarthy trade enters the room here. Because it looks like the Vikings are going to pay Sam Darnold long term. That's what it looks like. I don't know who has spoken. I don't know what you have heard. I don't know what I have heard.
I've heard it, but it came from that NFL Rooms account. That account is complete farce.
So many reports have come out and said the Vikings are potentially looking at trade requests for JJ McCarthy.
58 minutes ago from Sports Illustrated, Vikings insiders shut down JJ McCarthy trade speculation. It's not going to happen.
Then it looks like Darnold might be a free agent. If I would not hate a Sam Darnold signing, but
it's going to be really weird. He is.
It's going to be fascinating.
That should help, honestly, the Seahawks.
It's going to be fascinating because now what helps the fact is, hey, you're going to have to pay a little bit more to get a quarterback. What helps is the fact that this is the first time in his career that Sam Darnold has really hit his stride as an NFL quarterback. This helps because he's not going to get the Brock Purdy money. He's not going to get Dak Prescott money. He's certainly not going to get Tua's money. He's not. Right? He's going to get probably $40 million a year, if I had to take a wild fucking guess. But the Vikings traded up to get JJ McCarthy. Right?
Yeah, I think they did. I don't remember.
I think they traded up to get JJ McCarthy. So I think the investment for McCarthy's there. If I'm Seattle and the rumors of the trade DK Metcalf camp are there, and I don't think you trade him, but I think you might need to invest in a quarterback long term, whether it's via the draft. And the quarterback class for this year is not as good as last year's. Let's be clear here, it's not. But there's still a lot of talent that are worth looking at. Whether it's in the first round, second, or third round, we shall see. But you're right in the sense of they might need to look at a quarterback long term. Right.
Yeah, they do. And I feel like the Rams might need to do the same, if I'm being honest. Stafford isn't going to retire anytime soon.
But he's getting up there.
At the same time. He is getting up there. And I feel like the Rams need to start at some point.
He also has a neck injury, right? He also had a surgically repaired neck recently, right?
Stafford's injury list is longer than the Constitution of the United States of America.
It's true. Thanks, Detroit.
He's still here, though. He's still fighting. He's still balling out.
His wife, however,
that's up in the air.
that's a whole other discussion for another time.
Yeah, there are. I don't really want to get into that discussion. There are a lot of
we
sports athletes' wives who
No,
think
we
they're the
don't.
main character. We'll put it that way.
Can I play the South Park sound? No, I'm not. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice.
Be nice, please.
I will be nice to her,
Even though I just dissed everybody.
Hey Jack, how are the Kings doing?
Oh my God, the Kings.
Ah, the Kings.
This freaking team, man. We've hit January.
Yes.
They have not collapsed yet. Granted, they've only played one game in January, but
Shockingly,
the Kings have gotten off to, I would say, they're in a better spot now than they were last season by this point.
correct.
Because their story of last season was they exploded. Like, they were hot. Or it took them they had a little bit of a slow start, but then they came out like, I think like their first 23 games, they had a ridiculous record. And then January happened and they lost like 13 of 17 games or something really bad like that
Yes.
in January. Right before they beat Nashville right before the All-Star break, but then still fired Todd McClellan as their head coach.
Yes.
And then they replaced him with Jim
Todd
Hiller.
McClellan is in Detroit, by the way.
He is in Detroit, yes.
God bless you, Red Wings. I am
Good
sorry.
hire, honestly, good hire.
Sure, whatever, fine.
I'll explain why that's a good hire in a little bit.
I just whenever I think of Todd McClellan, I think of his days with Edmonton, and I just go, "This is a weird team."
Yeah, that's fair.
But
That's
yeah,
fair.
the Kings right now have
But
the Kings right now have been playing really fucking well, for the most part, right?
yeah, yes. So like I said, the story was like their first 23 games, they started out hot, lost everything. And then Jim Hiller was the interim head coach, and he sort of stabilized things. The problem is, last year under Hiller, when he was the interim head coach, it felt like that was more of a panic thing. So he couldn't really institute like every single like system and things like that he wanted to. This year, there was concern among fans and other people because this was like a lot of people felt like the Kings probably should have looked outside the organization rather than just making Hiller the full-on head coach. My thing was, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt because he has this year to implement his system and to get everything like to move the Kings away, finally move them away from the stupid 1-3-1. And it's working so far. I think it was worth being questioned at first, but it's like now that he's actually had an offseason to like work as the head coach and like implement his own people and his systems and get guys that he's wanted and everything like that. And the players that he signed this offseason too are showing up. Laugh at them all you want for trading all the assets away for the pure Luke Dubois thing, and then all they end up with is Darcy Kemper. Darcy Kemper's kicking ass. He got a shutout against the Devils,
which is rare to see NHL teams admitting to their mistakes and then basically backtracking. You know, it's very weird to see that. It's very weird to see, especially because the NHL majority of the time is a boys' club league.
Absolutely, it is a boys' club
Shout out
league.
Boston.
But yeah, Darcy Kemper, he's kicking ass, and that he's a stopgap, sure. But for the next 3 years, he's going to do all right. And the Kings goalie pipeline right now is electric. Like when guys like Carter George, who's playing in the World Juniors, Hampton Slaniski or whatever his name is, he's playing for Team USA at the World Juniors. They've got Eric Portillo. He's played a game this season. He looks good.
Mm-hmm.
The future in net for the Kings looks very, very, very bright.
It's bright.
And in the meantime, you got Riddick and you got David Riddick and Darcy Kemper holding down the fort. Phoenix Copley if necessary too.
It's not
bad. I don't know if
you'd rather have two goaltenders that are going to give you like a .905 save percentage instead of one guy like
it was a few years ago where like Phoenix Copley was playing his ass off in goal, but then every time Jonathan Quick was in goal, he fell apart.
Yeah,
really the rare quick collapse like that. He was legitimately playing bad. Like we had to trade him. It was so stupid, and I hated the way it played out. But we had to make that move.
A
he was not
perfect
playing well.
example. Would you agree to like most teams should they should avoid the Henrik Lundqvist situation, which is you have teams that are playing their goaltenders like 65, 70 starts, and they have like a 930 save percentage, and then their backup goaltender is like, I don't know, like an 892 save percentage, and they play the other 12 or 22 games this season.
I feel like the tandem style is better. I think it's better because it gives goalies a bit more of a chance to rest. There's a little bit more unpredictability. As a Kings fan, thank you. They've always had the luxury in the past of you could just throw Jonathan Quick in there most of the time and you'd be fine.
Yes,
but those days are obviously over now, and I feel like the tandem direction that they've taken, it's going to help them too, especially now that the organization is developing multiple goalies at once. I feel like if you just stick to the tandem long term and focus on that, you're going to get some good results.
Correct. I have a question for you, Jack, and this is going to go completely off the rails probably, but it's a hockey topic. It's a hockey question.
All right.
What the fuck is up with this team? Have you looked at the Metro standings lately?
Let's do that. I haven't looked too closely at the standings, honestly, in a little bit.
4 points, I think, separates last place from fourth.
Yeah. The Rangers have...
What the fuck?
It's close to 5. The Rangers have 33 points. They're dead last. They're already looking like a reset because they've traded people away. They signed Igor to a huge deal, but...
More is coming. More is coming. We know that.
They're going to move people. They've got 33. And then fourth place is the Blue Jackets. They've got 38. Or that's fifth place. The Penguins have 39 and fourth. Yeah.
Pittsburgh's 39. So, okay. The Islanders right now have 36 points? 35. Okay.
This division is the Capitals, Devils, Hurricanes, and everybody else.
Who the fuck would have thought Washington would be up there? Anyway.
Especially with Ovi on IR for a little while.
Yeah, he's
back now, but he
unfucking believable.
Yeah, it's crazy to think.
Coaching matters. Anyway,
that it does.
I'm very curious to ask you this question of who the fuck do you blame? Because the Islanders have signed a lot of players, particularly guys like Anders Lee, the Bo Horvat trade, Ilya Sorokin, Brock Nelson is a free agent after the season, Kyle Palmieri is a free agent after the season, Noah Dobson's going to get his money. Ryan Pollock and Adam Pelech have basically fallen off a fucking cliff since Barry Trotz got fired, which biggest mistake in franchise history, I'll die on this hill. And I don't know, it's a weird question to ask, but who the fuck do you blame for this solution?
I'm going to give you a really simple answer as to someone who doesn't have the same pulse on the Islanders like you do. I think that you have to start looking at like management in the front office and stuff like that, because they have already made a coaching change recently, and the improvement obviously has not been there. If anything, they've gone further down the standings. So yeah. I would start to look at like when you it's just like a fundamental thing. Like when you have made a coaching change and the results are not there.
Twice.
So multiple coaching changes under this front office, and the results still are not there and are now starting to get worse.
Yes.
That's when you got to look at the front office.
Yes, you have to. But I don't know. I've met Ledecky. I've met John Ledecky, the majority owner of the team. He's a very upfront, he's very like up and at 'em kind of person. I don't know what he is behind closed doors. If Ledecky is seeing a majority of like the club, they have talent on the ice. They really do. Noah Dobson can play. Isaiah George looks like a bright young star in this league. Matt Barzal is a superstar. Bo Horvat's played well. Anders Lee's got 30 points and is stiff ass. And Ilya Sorokin, if not for a majority of Ilya Sorokin right now, he has 11-12-4 record, Goals against average is 2.92. He has an 898 save percentage. Widely regarded, by the way, as one of the best goaltenders on the face of the fucking planet is Sorokin. Widely regarded. And you're running him to the ground. And this might be a coaching problem, but Patrick Waugh, I have hope in Patrick Waugh, but
I wouldn't fire Patrick Waugh.
I would not fire
I would
Patrick
not do that.
Waugh.
Waugh right now feels like Martin St. Louis was in Montreal a few years ago, where like the organization felt like a mess, but he was like the steady head coach who's like, you knew that at some point he was going to figure it out. And we're seeing that happen right now with the Canadians. He has them. The Canadians were like bottom of the barrel in the division in the Atlantic
for years. Yes.
And now
they're playing.
They are 3 points behind Ottawa, who are 2 points behind Tampa, who are 2 points behind the Canadians are not out of the race at all.
They're playing well. They've
gone back to 500. They're 17, 17, and 3.
Caulfield too.
Cole Caulfield, Patrick Laine.
Oh my god, what a trade that was.
Lane Hudson.
Lane Hudson can fucking skate.
He can. Montembeault too is an insane goalie as well.
He looks so much like Cale Makar. It's scary.
Montreal, they've gotten it figured out.
Oh my god, they do.
You were like with that team though. That was like a specific case of just wait for their young guys to start panning out, and once they have panned out, they're figuring it out.
That's the thing what the Islanders should do, and you're starting to see the kids. You're seeing a lot of the prospects. Do you see Team USA Cole Yzerman?
Yeah.
Holy shit! That kid has a shot. He's their top prospect right now. And I would not send him to Bridgeport. No fucking shot next year. And it's infuriating as an Islanders fan because they have talent. They have a lot of talent. But you're right. They might need to look at management. And it sucks because Lou gave this team stability for the first time in decades. Fucking decades. And it sucks because you don't want that stability feeling to go.
Yeah, I feel that. I understand it. It might not be the easiest, because it might not be their fault. But you at least have to look at it.
You might need to. You're right. You might need to look at it, and it's hard because they have a bright future. And this is a team that not long ago was in back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals appearances. Probably could have won the whole damn thing if they beat Tampa in the second time. But it just stinks. It stinks every now and then. It really does.
I feel you.
It
definitely sucks when when you're in a position like that where you feel like you were so close multiple years to actually winning it and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It stinks.
It does stink. It really does. We have some Jets discussion to get to. We do. There is a report of, I think it was the New York Post or something like that said the New York Jets are potentially going to move on from Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, effectively having a full-blown hard reset at everything again. I feel bad for them. I really do. I feel so bad for Jet fans. I do.
That franchise has been cursed left and right with everything. And to be honest with you, they need to sell the team and just start all from zero.
Now.
If you could not get Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams to work for you, something is really, 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 really wrong.
Yeah. Are those reports for the Madden bullshit true?
I wouldn't be surprised if they are, honestly. Knowing Woody Johnson, I wouldn't put that past him.
I got the Islander game on right now on my phone. Thank you, ESPN Plus. But it just frustrates the shit. As a New Yorker, as a New Yorker, the Jets are in my backyard, kind of. But I feel bad. I genuinely fucking feel bad. Because you look on the roster on paper, Will McDonald has played really well. Quinton Williams is still a game wrecker at defensive tackle. They got good players. Jermaine Johnson. They really do have good players. Quincy Williams, Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson. They have talent, but you're right. They might need to go sell the team, but I don't. I think the Rodgers experiment has turned a tail for the fucking worst, in the worst possible way.
There's just so much drama that comes with it too.
That's just a problem.
Like Aaron Rodgers himself was just like, I don't know. He's had like these issues come up again and again with like I don't know how to say this without sounding like a total asshole.
No,
he is just such a weird guy. Like,
you know, he reminds me of the aliens.
Words. Yep.
That's him when he's high off his ass on mushrooms or whatever the fuck he is. Jesus. Again, we as fans feel bad. Kind of. I don't know about you, but I genuinely feel bad for the Jets. Because
I feel bad for their fans.
I
can't say I feel bad for Rodgers.
No,
Rodgers has given the Rams so much shit over the years. Even in their game, the 19-9 game that happened a few weeks ago between these two teams, Aaron Rodgers was like just keeping the Jets in the game to an extent.
Yeah.
I think the Jets' the bigger problem for the Jets in that game was like they kept just insisting on going for it on fourth down and short.
Yep.
Like there were multiple drives where they were on their own side of the 50-yard line and they went for it on fourth and like 3 or 2 or whatever, and they kept getting stopped. They were stopped like 2 out of 5, or they converted like 2 out of 5 attempts. And every time the Rams stopped them, they would score on the field position. So,
But I don't know what else you do besides sell the team and go hard reset on everything. It sucks. It sucks.
Have to.
Yeah.
It stinks. I hate that that's what it's come to for them. As much as I don't feel bad for Rodgers, it's like they've got a hard reset. I don't really know what else you can do, especially if like the rumors are true that he is indeed gone after this season. And he's just, like, the drama has just followed the Jets every single offseason. It never goes away, and the results are just not there. Granted, the season before this one, it was the unfortunate things of the injury. That obviously stinks. But after that, it's just like, okay, well, he's not doing anything for them. Like, he's not moving the needle for the team. They still have an abysmal record.
Blatantly isn't. When you're looking at Rex Ryan to come back as your head coach, you got a problem. You got a fucking massive problem.
That is such a joke.
Unfucking believable. Hey, Jack, we have some wrestling to talk. We have a lot of wrestling to talk about. We have too much wrestling. Good Lord. I was patiently waiting for the bell. So
I was getting that.
We'll talk about the Raw debut on Netflix in a second, but I want to talk to you about something. Have you looked up this man's tape, Pentagon Jr. from Lucha Underground?
Looked up his tape? No. Heard about him? Yes.
Holy fuck. So he had a match on Lucha Underground when it was going on with Rey Mysterio at the time.
Mm-hmm.
In like 2017. And when I fucking tell you this man is going to fit like a glove as like the outlaw heel, it's going to fit great. And his chest slaps are on par with Gunther's.
Oh my god.
On fucking par. If not better. But I'm pumped. I'm so fucking excited. And it looks like they're going to have him debut on the Netflix debut episode of Raw.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
What I think is going to happen is that he's actually going to be the tag team partner for Rey Mysterio when they fight New Day. Which
would make all the sense in the world. And that's going to fit like a fucking glove.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful. You're going to watch Pentas wrestle and you'll be like, this guy's awesome. He is. And Ray Phoenix, his brother, who's in AEW right now under bullshit contract nonsense, he's good too. He really is. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped as a wrestling fan. I really am. But we also have a Raw debut episode on Netflix to talk about. Do you have the card on you by chance?
I don't. I can get it up really quick, but what I do know about the card is that they've actually changed it recently.
Oh, do tell.
I haven't seen it officially, but what I have heard and seen is that the Women's Intercontinental Championship finale is not going to be held anymore on this episode because apparently there is just such a stacked card on this show that they don't want it to get like lost among everything going on. So they're going to move it to, I think, the week after. So
I would move it to the Rumble.
Although it's interesting because I would have moved it to the Rumble. I feel like it's too long to go and they've already determined the finals. But with that being said, they what am I trying to say? I'm like trying to type and think at the same time. I completely forgot where I was going with that sentence.
It's going somewhere. Your brain does that. It just goes somewhere.
Yeah. It went in two places at the same time.
We do know that Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the women's world title is going to be
yes.
on the line.
So we have Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. That's for the women's world title.
Rhea wins.
Yes, Rhea wins.
Has to.
That's the end of that feud. Also, like they made it pretty clear on the promo that they aired last week that that's the end. Like that is straight up going to be the end of the feud.
Thank fucking Lord.
We have tribal combat.
I think Charlotte returns here. I think Charlotte Flair comes back.
I think Becky Lynch comes back too.
That'd be a fucking massive pop if Becky returns. Massive.
Yeah, that would be huge. We have tribal combat, Solo versus Roman.
Good.
I don't know who wins, but The Rock will definitely show up.
Yes.
John Cena begins the farewell tour. They want him involved too. Like that's what we have heard as like news and rumors is like they're going to like really, really, really involve John Cena. He's going to be full time on this whole thing.
I have a curious question about the John Cena retirement run. What's more likely to happen? Cena wins his third Rumble, or he wins his 17th world title.
Either one can come true. I honestly don't know what the plan is. Like, I don't know if they're going to want him to, like, win. It's between two things to me. It's either he wins number 17, or he wins the Intercontinental Championship that he's never won before, so he can become a Grand Slam champion before he retires.
Yeah. I don't know who's going to win the Rumble. It's just, I don't know.
It's up in the air.
Oh,
it could be Cena. It could be I've heard Roman's going to be in the Royal Rumble instead of having a separate match there.
It could be Punk.
It could be Punk.
It could be Punk. You never know. You never know. But I'm pumped for this. I'm so pumped for this episode.
We have two more matches, as far as I know for sure. Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre.
That's going to be good.
I hope Jey wins, but it's probably going to be Drew. And lastly, the main event is the absolute war between CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
You know what's beautiful? I got my VPN to work with Netflix.
Yes.
So I've got everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I have been going through like all the PLEs, all the episodes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
The last like 3 years, the last 3 full years of Raw and SmackDown to international viewers.
You're having a fucking
VPN plus Netflix equals massive W. I'm going insane. I've never had that kind of access.
Where's the sound?
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
We love these things, Jack. There it is. We also have, aside from the 2 Rumble matches, we have one more match that has been added to the Royal Rumble card in early February over in Indianapolis.
That we do. That's Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match. Poor Kevin Owens.
I don't feel bad.
I
He's
do, but
gonna
I
get his
don't.
ass kicked.
I do feel bad because of all the events that he's had, all the the undisputed title or universal, whatever it's called nowadays, the WWE title fights that he's had.
Yeah.
That he's lost, but he's gonna lose another one.
Yeah.
Cody is not losing the title before WrestleMania.
No, because I think Cody wins this. It's pretty much like it's all but guaranteed, and Cody's gonna have a lengthy title run. I'm pumped for that. I don't
know how long you think, but he's gonna have a bit of a long one. Like I said, he's not losing the title until at the very earliest WrestleMania.
Punk and Cody for the title.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Ooh. Did I just cook? Is that
Maybe.
a good idea? I don't know. My hair looks wild right now. I need a haircut. You know what I look like? You know what my hair looks like right now? The Wicked Witch of the East, bro.
Listen, I had hair looking like Jim Carrey for God knows how long. It's
Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber. It's still a great thing. Still a great meme. Have you? We'll skip these 3 topics here because this is definitely not up your alley. AEW, because I'm done with discussing AEW at this point because it's not exciting. It's so much bullshit going on, and I feel bad because there's talent there, there's potential there, but then it's just the booking and the bullshit just keep shooting themselves in the foot. I feel bad. Oh, damn it! Almost 1-0 Islanders. Damn it! Fuck me.
I just remembered. Shout out to Andre Lee for scoring his first career goal in that game yesterday.
Is he the brother of Anders Lee?
No.
Damn it! That'd been funny. Yeah, that'd been funny. That'd been hilarious. So, we do have some final thoughts before we close up the show, because it is New Year. It is the start of the new year. It is the day after New Year's, for us streaming / recording, where the fuck you want to call it. And what are your New Year's resolutions, bro? If you have any.
I want to I don't know. I kind of want to just do something bigger, make more things to put out there, kind of like this show, but I don't know, just get my own thoughts and stuff out there.
You're in the right place, dude.
And I've made good connections. There are people that I've made good connections with that can help me out. But I'm not saying that I'm going to take advantage of anybody. I'm just saying, you know how it is. People can give me advice or something like that.
Well, if you wanted to start your own podcast, I can definitely give you some tips and tricks on that and stuff, because I know some good tips and tricks.
Yeah, you've done this for what? 241 episodes now.
Even before that, it was 43,
and then more than that because you have other shows. So
yeah, I have 3 other shows. Jesus fuck, so much content to get out. Jeez, yeah. But if I
it's literally too many thoughts in the brain. I can't keep it all in there. I got to get it out somewhere. So
if I could give any advice for upcoming podcasters or content creators, something like that, is don't try to be Joe Rogan. Just be you. Just be Jack, be me, whatever the fuck. And talk about whatever the fuck is on your mind. It could be literally anything. It could be about squirrels for all I care. Just if that makes you go nuts, then whatever. That was bad. Such a bad joke.
I get the message, but yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. For my New Year's resolution, dude, I really just I want to take my time, because
yeah.
I dealt with a lot of stress over the last couple of years for different reasons, for better or worse, and I want to be able to just take my time, enjoy the life that I've created, create a better life and shit like that. Just enjoy it. Have myself a damn good time. Take my time while doing it. And if that means just doing less of this, whatever. But that won't happen anytime soon because I love doing this. I love doing this.
You love doing this too much. We love spreading bullshit and chaos amongst the world.
If we have learned anything in the first 25, 30 minutes doing this episode, yeah, that ain't happening anytime soon, boys. So much bullshit, so much bullcrap, but we love doing it. You and I both love doing this. It's weird. It's fucking weird. But,
I like having this as like my goofy show. Like I have other shows where I'm a bit more like level-headed, I guess, and like you know what I'm saying. Like I've got like this the more serious shows, and then like this bullshit. Well, every now and then it's fun to like just come on this show and spread whatever bullshit comes to mind.
But the best part about before this program like really quote unquote took off, and I started to get a groove of like what the fuck this program was gonna be. It was super serious. It was like every other sports podcast out there. Super serious, stats this, pro football focus this, blah, 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 shout out Sports Desk.
That's not all of our show, but yes, I get
the
point.
You know what I mean, though. But it's just, I didn't want to do that. And
yeah.
I didn't want to be that person. I wanted to be like, hey, just have a good time and shit like that. Because we do, this is, in the end of the day, this is a hobby.
It is.
At the end of the day, this is a hobby. And granted, we would love to, eventually turn this into a profit here and there, but, down the road, we'll see. But I'm pumped for this year, bro, because so much bullshit's going to go on. And
indeed,
so much bull crap. But that'll do it for this edition of Time to BS with Staniel Smooth and Jack. Jack's coming to you from the sunny state of California. Follow his show. The Sports Desk. The
YouTube channel is the Scoreboard Watch. We've started doing live watch parties again, by the way. We're probably going to do a few more for the playoff games. We did one for Saturday, the Cincinnati game, the Cincinnati-Denver. And we'll probably do more of those watch parties soon. Probably some more Madden content as well. That'll be fun. And then definitely, we haven't, Splash and I have not settled on anything just yet, but the one and only thing that you can expect is the Sports Desk every Friday. I don't know whether we're going to do them live or not, but we record every Friday. So
link in the description. Link of Jack's channel is in the description. But also you can find Jack on Twitter at Starblade125. Blah blah blah.
Not
content.
Blah
blah blah blah. Words.
Yep.
But, I fucking love the Martians. There was a whole convention. There was a whole, I think it was Comic-Con or something like that over here in the Javits Center here in New York, where there was just a whole gang of Martians dressed in the Martian costumes from Sesame Street. It was fucking phenomenal. I want to do that for Halloween. Just dress up as one of the Martians. It'd be great. But
that would be lovely.
Fucking beautiful. But anyway, you can find me at Staniel Smooth and follow the show at Time to BS Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. Also, TikTok for clips at Staniel Smooth on TikTok. We're posting shit. We're doing stuff. We have more content coming. Good fucking Lord. So much shit. So much bull crap. But with that being said, I am Staniel Smooth. I'm coming to you from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. And Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you all in this life and most certainly the next one. Cheers.